afternoon. Good afternoon. Today is the second day of November of 2017. We're here. Thank you for watching live the Side Peace Show, brought to you by the Peaceful World Movement. This is a live show. You can call in at 312-738-1060. This is brought to you by the Peaceful World Movement Incorporated, a nonprofit organization here in Chicago, located at 11451 South Michigan Avenue. You can reach us at www.shypeace.net, 716-603-0992. You can send me an email, peter@peacefulworldmovement.org. Well, I am happy to be here today. I have with me someone that I'm going to let him introduce himself, Isaac Denison, right here from Chicago. And we have an exciting show for you. There's a new word we're going to introduce you to. But first of all, I introduce Isaac. Isaac, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome, Doc.
So tell the audience a bit about who you are and actually how we met.
Well, I got paroled in October 8th of 2010 after serving 20 years on account of first-degree murder. I met Dr. Peter St. John, plus with another doctor named Dr. Smith at St. Leonard's program. It's a place out west that help people that come back from the penitentiary and teach them new skills and put them back out there. So during that time, I went to school, I learned, I did the program, I completed everything they told me to complete. Never got in trouble. Then after I did the program at St. Leonard's, they moved me to another place called St. Andrew's Court, which is a apartment building for people that do the program and who really don't have like nobody out there. Because me doing 20 years and stuff, I didn't really have nothing to come back to. My brother, he was incarcerated. My sister, she was in another state. My father, he was homeless. My my whole surroundings was lost. So they helped me.
Yeah, so we'll be talking some bit. We'll be introducing them to that new word. But just to set context, Isaac, tell people here, and I know some callers may call in. Tell us about your childhood, and even to the point where you said it was first-degree murder?
Yes.
Yeah, to the point
yes.
where that happened. Tell us a little bit about your childhood. Let's start with that.
Oh, man. I grew up in, as far as a good, tight family. Man, me, my brother, my sister, my mother, my dad, we was jam tight until, I say 1979 when my father left, and it was just me, my brother, my sister, and my mother. And during that time, my mother, she was doing selling cocaine and stuff like that. So she was going in and out the penitentiary. Now, while she was going in and out the penitentiary, it was me, my brother, and my sister getting shuffled around from family. Like some family peoples would keep us, and then we'll go somewhere else, and then eventually we all landed to my grandmother's house, and she took care of us while my mother was in. So during that time, I was, back in them days, your grandmother was like your mother and everything else anyway. So she put the steel rod on me, so I already know not to really mess up. But then later on in life and stuff, I started, hanging out with different types of people and stuff. But then I felt like that I got my life on track, so I started going to a school to be a child educator. And then next I went back up in there, and then in January 9th of 1991, I was locked up for first-degree murder. I was 18 years old, just graduated out of high school. Just didn't even have time to even see really the next summer of me being out of school. I went from out of school to the penitentiary for 20 years. And when I got out the penitentiary, after serving 20 years, I was given I was given $9.96 and a bus ticket telling me, okay, well, now you can go ahead now and do you, basically. So my first day out, I got robbed. I had my prison uniform on, which they give you when you leave. Now everybody know the black pants, the white shirt, and the state boots. I had a box and stuff right there with my number on it. So I was lost, and these two guys told me, okay, well, we can help you out. And they took me in the alleyway, and they tell me, man, give me the money, give me this right here. And I'm looking like, what? I'm being robbed on my first day for prison stuff? I said, it got to be rough. I said, they didn't tell me it was rough like this. Because I did 20 years and I've been having everything given to me. It's almost like the state said, okay, listen, we're going to put training wheels on you. We're going to go ahead and stuff right now. We're going to make sure you don't fall. But when you get to the end, we're going to take the wheels up off of you and stuff like that. Then push you up out the door and stuff. Then we're going to see, can you ride? Now, it's two ways that you can ride. You can ride standing up or you can ride lying down. So, man, I kept on paddling, man. I kept on paddling. And believe me, it's a journey. It's a journey. Every day I wake up, it's a journey. Every day I get these mood swings.
So we'll talk about that journey in a while,
Yeah.
Isaac. And what I want to do, we'll take a quick break to remind our viewers of who we are. And when we do that, Isaac, I actually want you to, people say is there ever a good reason to kill someone? What calls people to get in a situation where they lose their life? But I want to remind you that you're watching the show, The Peaceful World Movement Show. Peaceful World Movement is located at 11451 South Michigan Avenue on the south side of Chicago. We're a nonprofit organization, www.shypeace.net. You could also watch the people can watch the show live and at kentv.org/hotline. And you can reach me at peter@qualityoflife@peacefulworldmovement.org. And welcome again. Thank you for watching the Shy Peace Show. So, is there ever a right reason to kill someone?
Man.
Or let me ask you this way. How you get in a situation where you take someone's life?
I think, well, then you know that you have to be inside that situation because, it depends on, like, if there's no way out. If you feel like if there's no way out, you're going to do the next thing that you go do. Now, maybe it's killing somebody and stuff, but you ask me, can murder really be justified, right? And I be seeing these, man, I ain't gonna lie, I see on the news, I see child molesters. But I go in, for me being a system, I feel sorry for them. I go back to the point like, okay, now what turned them to become a child molester? What turned them to do this? So for me to say, oh man, should he die? Like, whoa, death is like no more. Death is like ain't no tomorrow. Ain't no, man, what these other people talking about, there's no tomorrow. So for me to go ahead and say, man, if I kill him and stuff, because you still gonna do it. Because me, I did 20 years on a murder. And you know what? Regardless, it don't care if I did it, if I didn't do it. Right now, society is steady saying that I did it anyway. There's no middle for me. There's no end for me. There's right here to the point. Yes, you are a murderer, and yes, you did it, and that's all to it.
So how does it feel? I mean, tell me to the extent you and I always.
How does it feel?
Speak honestly. I mean, is it? Did you honestly kill someone, or did someone just accuse you of doing that? And if you did, or if you didn't, how does that feel? I mean, to the extent that you feel comfortable.
You know what?
Because you've served your time.
No.
Right? Nobody's looking for you. Right?
Yeah, you know what? I did a lot of things in life that would, man, that I feel sorry for, but that I got away. I got away with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I got away. A lot of stuff. And you know what, Doc? Murder, man. Hey, listen. I murdered a lot of things. I murdered people's lives. People, man, you know, far as, man, people, man, watching their loved one growing up, watching all type of stuff, man. Man, and it's sad, and I have dreams about it right now. I have dreams about, man, listen, I have dreams right now, dog. You know, you ain't gonna never forget. You ain't gonna never forget 20 years up inside a place and stuff right there with no solitude and no freedom. You don't got nothing in there. You don't have nothing or nobody. But you don't see that though. But you don't see the other side of it. Okay, then cool. If you got two guys and these guys got guns, and you got another guy and stuff right there, and these two guys with guns end up going to a club and kill this guy right here. Now, how can I say what's justified or not? I'm only seeing one part of the story. I'm not seeing the whole story. I'm not seeing nothing. That's all you seeing is the outcome. You ain't never seeing the beginning. That's the only thing they want to put is the outcome. So you'll go ahead and say, oh man, these cats right here, they got guns. Okay, they got guns. Everybody got guns. What? This is a gun country. This is a gun country.
But what I'm trying to understand is if there's a young person watching this show now and is in a situation where they think their back is against the wall and the only solution is to kill somebody, are they thinking the right way, or should they feel like they should continue with the action to kill somebody, or are there things for them to consider that there's probably a better way?
Man, Doc, there's nothing considered when death is right there, and that's the only thing that's left on the table. Believe me, he put everything on the table before death. If death is the only outcome at the end, that means that he got pushed, and he got to that level to go ahead and do that. Now, as far as that little kid and stuff right there got pushed to that wall, and that's the, man, you all got to see is, man, it's all about survival, Doc. I can sit right here and say, man, please, man, don't think about it and stuff. But if you think about it 2 seconds, that guy might can kill you.
So was your situation one where if you did not kill, you would have been killed?
Man, Doc, listen. My situation was and stuff like that, man, that I was just trying to live. I was trying to live, and I was trying to let everybody in my surrounding live, man. That's all I was trying to do, man, is live, Doc. That's all, man. And just like you say, if you get pushed to a wall, if you get pushed to a corner, if you get pushed to something like that, man, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? What you gonna do if you're a young kid and stuff right there, and they put you up inside a place and stuff right there with nothing but that, nothing but the stories but that. You producing what you making. You instead of turning out these kids as killers, you doing it. It's not us. It's not us putting the guns in their hand. How can a freight train get knocked off with guns? It's not us putting guns in nobody's hand. It's not us telling nobody to kill and stuff right there. You have situations that people get killed in and stuff right there, but that's on them, on the situations they was in. The stray bullets is crazy. Okay, a stray bullet, all right, that's messed up. But don't come on the TV and say that your son and your daughter one on nothing. Then 2 weeks later, they showing their pictures on Facebook with guns and drinking and all that stuff. Speak the truth and stuff right there. Save a kid. If you a parent and you know your kid is out there bogus and stuff right there, and they end up getting killed and stuff right there, don't go on TV and stuff right there singing like they're an angel. Go out there and stuff right there, tell them what happened. Tell them, man, listen, man, he did bad, man. I tried to save him, man. He ain't up there. Don't go out there and stuff right there trying to make a whole roar and stuff right there, trying to make a ride and a big scene about nothing. You already know. Save him when he breathing. Don't save him when he dead.
No. Save him when he's breathing. No, you are breathing now.
Yeah.
You did what you did. Somebody stopped breathing. You served your time. Now you're out 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
What is there anything that experience you had in prison, or is there anything that occurred that can explain why you haven't reoffended and been back in the penitentiary in the last 7 years?
Man, Doc, you know what, Doc? Every day, hey, man, it's more harder out here than it is in the penitentiary. It is, man. It is,
How
man.
so?
Because out here and stuff, like in the penitentiary, man, everything I got coming to me. I got my meals. I got my friends. I got the security. I know ain't nobody ain't gonna really do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know that. So I'm cool. I got a safety net. I'm straight. But out here, you don't have nothing, doc. You have people, man, steady with attitudes, steady, man. They don't know who you is. You could be the son of Sam. They don't know who you is. But they'll steady push that envelope. They will steady go ahead and shove you and shove you and shove you to that corner, just like that kid and stuff. Now what the little kid is gonna do when he's shoved in that corner? What would a dog do if you put a dog in a corner? He gonna come out biting. He ain't finna just go. He gonna whimper to the corner. But believe me, if he don't got no backspace to go, he gonna go ahead and do what he trained to do. He gonna bite you. Hey.
So what has allowed you to not be reoffending again? I understand all what you
A
said.
wife.
For your wife?
A wife that's on me. A wife is my psychiatrist. She is my she's my psychiatrist. She's my doctor. She's my everything. Without her, I mean, she's my warden. She be getting mad that when I call her that, I be like, oh my God, here go the warden. But she don't know though. Man, I need that. I need to stand on it. Sometimes she be like, sometimes I be like, why you calling me up all these times? Why you doing this? But deep down, I like it, man, so I won't get lost. Because I'm telling you, man, if you don't got nobody out there pulling for you, man, you believe me, you will get lost. It's plenty of days when I wake up that I just want to go ahead and go. I see plenty of things that I want that I know I can't get real quick. So I got to go ahead and do a 9 to 5. If they let me go ahead and do the 9 to 5, if my background check don't get me fired, so what can I do? So what can I do to survive with a family, doc? Now that's the question. Now what can I do every time I fill out an application and stuff right there? They hire me and fire me and stuff right there because of my background. What I'm supposed to do and stuff right there when the bills get paid? The bills need to get paid and ain't no food on the table. What I'm supposed to do? Do I supposed to go ahead and let my family starve? Or do I supposed to go ahead and stuff right there and, man, do what I got to do, man? Because nobody don't want to hear their family starving, man. You know? But I got a wife, though. She will go ahead and say, you know what? We'll go to a pantry together before you go back in. She know because I know. Once I get in it, I'm in it.
So there had to be, so you're saying that there is this solid person in your life. That how long have you been married?
I've been married 4 years.
But you've been out for 7 years. So how about those 3 years before you even met your wife? What kept you from? You could have gone in a month afterwards, but you stayed out 3 years before you married her. Were you with? Are you been?
Listen, the one what kept me out was women. If it wasn't no women, believe me, I would have been in. When I got out, it was a female that knew when I was a kid. Man, she introduced me to back to society the right way. She took me to places and stuff like this. She was like, let's do this right here. But the worst thing they ever could have did with me was being in the penitentiary and stuff right there and knowing how to read. Because I love to read.
I got caught up so much in this story, man. I'm not looking at the screen. There's a caller there. My assistant's in the back, Mari and Adala, say, come on, take the call. Derek St. Rose is watching for Dominica. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, thank you for calling. Caller, may I please have your question or your comment?
Yes, a comment. I was just listening to the young gentleman, and it was a heck of a story that he said. I'm a much older guy than you. I've been around. I know the streets, though. But the thing is, sometimes we are blessed. I don't know. I ain't never been to jail. I don't even think I could survive in jail. I don't even want to think about jail. But I'm just one of those blessed guys that did not get caught. And I had a chance. So I did my chance. But you know what? It's a heck of a thing. Like I said, I'm older than you. I remember when I was your age. I would have never, ever thought about me leaving my home and have a thing in my mind said, I'm going to do what I got to do to come back home. I'm going to make sure I'm going to come back home. At the end of the night, I want to be with my wife and my family. I didn't have those kind of thoughts back in the day. You didn't have those kind of things. But again, we all are human beings. We all are human beings. And it's sad that people treat people differently. I go places and I'm treated differently. Give you a prime example, I was at the university today, and there was a young lady. You could tell she did not have to do. And I asked her, that's another call on my line. Don't even worry about it. I asked her, was she hungry? And she said yes. So I gave her some money. Now, she could take that money and do anything that she wants. She want to go buy her some. That's her business. I gave it on the heart of mine. And my wife could not understand that. There was plenty other women walking past. They did not offer to help her anything.
Yeah,
But
caller, I'm trying to get, if you have a question, I have some other callers. I really want to thank you for the contribution. Is there a quick question you can wrap up? Because we have about just a couple more
All right, well,
minutes, and I would
listen,
like to share more
this
time with
guy-
the callers.
this guy,
Is there a quick
I am
question you
so
have for
proud
our
that
guests?
you have changed your life, and you see the different thing to do what you got to do. That's the most important thing. Anybody could change if they want to.
Caller, do you have a
Thanks for
question?
taking the
Caller?
call.
Caller? All right. The caller seemed to have, I don't know what happened. Yeah, so what do you think of what the caller had to say about never having a thought to not do something?
Well, you know what? I respect everything what the caller said though, but first you got to if you haven't never been in and you talking about you almost was caught, man, be in first.
A couple more minutes here to go. Caller, thank you so much for calling. What's your comment or your question?
Yes, hi. First, I want to thank Mr. Isaac for sharing his story and being so open and honest with people he can't even see right now. But my question to you is that prison itself is a violent space. And I don't mean the violence that happens there, but I mean the hurt, the harm that comes from being incarcerated. And you've been out now for 7 years. And how do you maintain that peace after 20 years of experiencing violence? And I don't mean like, getting beat up in prison, anything like that. I mean, as you mentioned, not having your own space, not having time being yours, having no freedom. How are you like maintaining that over these last 7 years?
Thank you, caller, for your question. Let's try to answer in about 45 seconds. The time is running down.
I've been dabbling in school. I will go to school. I do a lot of fishing. Man, solitude, man, lots of fishing. I like to be by myself, and I think a lot, and I love to read, and I love CNN. I'm addicted to CNN, so I don't never want to leave CNN. But yeah, my wife is my vessel. She is my everything. Without her and stuff, man, I'm telling you that I would really been lost. She is everything that's, man, saving me.
Yes, and we are running down. I said, and my students are watching this for extra credit, and one of the questions is, what is recidivism? If we are so serious in society, there's a word called recidivism, which is when people reoffend in prison. But when people come out like Isaac and they do not reoffend, there's not even really a real coined word for it. So I've coined a term called recidivism, and my students at North Park University and I are doing research now to better understand recidivism, how it is that people stay out of prison when they come out. So that's the question. That's the question to your extra credit. That's the answer to your extra credit question, that recidivism is a scientific study of formerly incarcerated people no longer living lives of crimes and get them locked up. I think our time is winding up there. Do you have any final comments for our viewers?
Yes, for all the kids out there, if you do find yourself pushing that wall and you feel like there's no hope, it's a light somewhere, Before you react and stuff like that, before you react, just think about this right here. I got locked up at 18 years. I got locked up at 18 years old, doing 40 years. I got sentenced to 40 years. In the penitentiary and stuff right there, I got my ass whooped constantly because I was hard-headed, Ain't no, let me tell you this right here. If anybody tell you it's cool up in there, it ain't cool.
Yep. You heard it from the man himself. I want to thank you again for watching the Shy Peace Show, the Peaceful World Movement on 11451 South Michigan Avenue. I'm your host, Dr. Peter K.B. St. Jean, the chair of the Sociology Department at North Park University, the executive director and founder of the Peaceful World Movement, located in 11451 South Michigan Avenue. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week. Thank you.